Igbo ndị ọma ekele m unu Kanu ya dịrị anyị niile mma ndị be anyị asị ekwekọ amagba anyị abịala taa iwetara anyị akụkọ dịka anyị si eme n'asụsụ Igbo chetakwa n'ọnwa Ember na-ebu ọtụtụ ihe dị iche iche abịa ya mere mara ma zere ndị be anyị ekelekwa m n'ọzọ ngwa ka anyị leba anya n'akụkọ ndị anyị ji bịa n'ụbọchị taa. Ndị uwe ojii dị na Delta steeti anwụchiela ụmụ okorobịa abụọ bụ ndị nke ahụrụ ebe ha bụ akpata ozu jupụta na akwa ime ụkwụ ụmụ nwanyị. Emere ka anyị marasị na ụmụ okorobịa ndị a na ọ bụ ndị nche bụ ụzọ hụ ha ebe ha bụ ya bụ akpata ozu si n'ụlọ ha apụta mana ka ọ dị ndị uwe ojii anwụchiela ha.
This thing no be so. December don't reach now. No be so. Tell me something. You want shock me? You want buy bears? If you spin there now, they will tell us na ritual we do for ya. You don't lose guard. You don't lose guard. You don't lose guard.
What happened today in my hostel in Agidem, Loriland hostel? Some boys carried Coffin for money rituals. Unfortunately, they were caught. Thank God for.
Wait. How do I say that? That's the last year. Hey, my God. Did you go faster? How will it go? I don't even wear the front.
N'abalị ole na ole gara aga ka Senator Enyene ya Abaribe ma bụrụkwa onye Abia steeti n'okwu okwu wee sị na ọ dịghị ihe ọbụla ekwutere ya ka hapụ inye onye si mpaghara ọwụwa anyanwụ ala Naịjirịa ọkwa ọchịchị onye isi ala n'afọ 2023. O kwuru sị na ọ bụrụ na ndị ọchịchị Naịjirịa emeghị ya ka ọ dịrị otu a na ọ ga-adịzi ka ndị Igbo esoghị na ọchịchị ala Naịjirịa. Anyị ga-echeta sị na ọha na eze ndị Igbo nọ na mkpụrụ ụbọchị ole na ole gara aga wee kwuo sị na ọchịchị ala Naịjirịa ga-adị mma na ihe niile ga-adị mma ma ọ bụrụ na enye onye si mpaghara ala Igbo ọkwa ọchịchị onye isi ala. Ndị be anyị osote onye isi ndị IPOB bụ Maazị Emeka Mefọ nọ na mkpụrụ ụbọchị ole na ole gara aga wee mee ihe tụrụ anya. O mere ka marasị na ya bụ Emeka Mefọ achọghịzi iso ndị ọgbakọ IPOB maọbụkwanụ Biafra eme ihe ọbụla ha na-eme ọzọ. O kwuru sị na ụfọdụ ndị otu IPOB ebugharịala akụkọ wee kwuo sị na ya bụ Emeka Mefọ nwere atụmatụ maọbụkwanụ izu dị iche megide ndị otu IPOB kama na ya aghaghị ịkwụsị ike ịhụ na ya tinyere ndị na-ele anya ọdịdị ya n'ihere.
Having paid homage and salute the courage of our gallant fallen heroes and even the living ones, I will proceed to the main subject of this meeting, and which has been entitled on the state of our affairs. State of our affairs with respect to indigenous people of Biafra, whom we know. And this journey started as far back as 2012, 2013, and till date, I have been acting in the capacity of the deputy leader. It is with love and humility that I am here today talking to you, but this may be the last time I will speak to you as the deputy leader of this movement. But that does not also stop me to act in other capacity. The truth about it is that for quite some time now, I have not spoken to our people on radio and the usual media platform that we all know. And a number of people have been asking why. Why is Uchemefo not speaking? Why is Uchemefo not speaking? The truth about it is that in recent past, there were a lot of things that have happened, and I am effectively blocked, excluded from broadcasting on Radio Biafra. Yet people are asking about why I am not broadcasting. The leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and those that he's working with effectively sidelined me from doing things that I am otherwise doing before. A number of our people know that there are one or two issues from time to time, but it is now got to the zenith of it all. A few months ago, I started hearing about people saying UTM4 is a saboteur, UTM4 is this, UTM4 is that, and then circulating posts on Facebook that the person in charge of Radio Biafra will be sacked on a particular Sunday and all that. I was thinking that it was a rumor, but well, it never happened. I don't know the kind of sign, but I will go straight to pointing at specific things. I heard about the opening of IPOB community radio, just like any other person can hear it. Nobody told me about opening IPOB community radio. Radio Biafra was functioning. Radio Biafra was functioning very well, very efficiently. There was no problem. The only problem we were having was on Facebook. Facebook that limits our broadcasting, limits everyone. But all of a sudden, I started hearing about IPOB community radio. And that was our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, mentioning that on radio, telling people to download IPOB community radio, indicating that there is a problem with Radio Biafra. And people were asking me questions. Some of them are writing on Facebook, this UTM4, we know that he is up to something, we know that he's evil and all that. God has exposed you, a lot of things, you know. I wasn't very okay with the comments. And then up to a point where I noticed that even those who are broadcasting on Radio Biafra, we are not broadcasting again. They were all, you know, broadcasting on the platform of IPOB radio. And nobody told me anything. Nobody informed me that there is another radio coming up. Nobody notified me. Even the broadcasters, nobody told me anything. The satellite services attached to Radio Biafra was removed and put on the part of on the platform of IPOB community radio. So what I was then hearing on radio on occasions were people telling leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that Radio Biafra was saying something else and he was saying something else. They complained this over days. And people are asking me, why is our leader's voice not coming out on Radio Biafra? Why is he not broadcasting on Radio Biafra? And I was taken aback because I don't know anything about the opening of IPOB community radio. If you take a decision to go and open up another radio, you went ahead to remove broadcasters who are on Radio Biafra, you remove the satellite services on Radio Biafra, put everything on IPOB community radio. Yet, without my knowing it, the programs uploaded online on Radio Biafra continue to play on the app. And then people are complaining, why? And they are asking me questions. So how will I explain it? So when they started complaining, the next thing our leader did was to write, he sent me a message and say I should give a farmer the access to Radio Biafra. I mean, I should hand over the login details to a form that I know that Radio Biafra streaming services is going to expire soon. But it wasn't true because nothing was about to expire. So I was asking him, why should I do that? Because Radio Biafra is on contract that I'm not going to. I'm not going to change or collapse Radio Biafra. Why did he open up another radio? And why will I migrate Radio Biafra to another platform? The Radio Biafra is a parent radio. If there is another radio that is being opened and there is any intention to bring it together, that it should have been brought together, it should have been brought on the platform of Radio Biafra. So a number of back and forth for a few days. Even people started talking to me as well. And I told him that the best approach is to make the two radio together. Is to make it, to bring it together so that they will be saying the same thing. But why in the first place would you open up Radio Biafra? IPOB Community Radio. Till today, he hasn't answered that question. Of former is at the head of it, and probably with other people. The broadcaster did not tell me anything. Nobody told me anything. So, and I come to a conclusion. I said, when all this back and forth were going on, that for the sake of those who died in this struggle, that I will hand over this radio and I will hands off it. He said, thank you. And then I gave him the details of the Biafra, and he said I should send it to a form. I said, no, I will not send it to a form. I will not. I will send it, I will give it to you. You can give it to him if he wants to. Give it to him. So within, like, say, 10-15 minutes, he came back and said that the details I gave was not okay. And I questioned it because everything I gave was everything about the password and details. Nothing changed. Then I told him, if a form cannot configure this radio, then give me access to IPOB Community Radio. Why is he, why shouldn't I have access to it? Let me configure it if you cannot do it. They say, no, it's not going on. It's not accept, the password is not synchronizing and all that. And I said to him, I don't have anything to gain. If you want me to configure this video, give me access and I will do it. So all of it, in the end, he said, okay, a former sent me details of the password and other things for IPOB Community Radio. I logged in, and within 10 minutes, I configured the radio, and they started talking. He started saying the same thing. The problem of people saying Radio Biafra is saying one thing and our leader is saying another died down, despite the fact that nobody told me anything. And then, and people are also asking me, I have no idea what happened, but I'm being asked to render account. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? So if I'm the deputy leader of IPOB and the deputy leader of our leader Mazin, deputy to our leader Mazin, why wouldn't I know that another radio is being opened and all that? That is the reason why you are not hearing about me on radio. But it has taken me a long time to come to. For me, this is a humiliation of the highest order. This is an insult on me, because when you talk about the internet, the online aspect of Radio Biafra, you cannot write that story. You cannot finish it without talking about me. I worked for this thing for almost 1 year. And when I was researching it around 2012, 2013 or thereabout, internet radio was not popular. nobody sees it anywhere. It was at the time everything was coming up, and it was so difficult to research. I did the research, I set this thing up, and today, somebody somewhere, I don't know how many they are trying to tell me that I am I'm a mugu or something like that, if I may use that particular word. So I will leave that particular topic, but what I am trying to say here, I will leave that topic, but without not mentioning the fact that I cannot be stopped from broadcasting on radio and talking to our people. I have been blackmailed. I have been humiliated in so many ways. And some of you here are clapping hands. That which came before, that which came before is evil, that which came before is this, that which came before is that. Now, after a week or two that I configured this radio, I went to broadcast. And for me to log in, I found out that I have been logged out. That I don't have access to the platform anymore. And one or two emails I have access, they have changed the password. Everything was changed.
Ndị bai ka ọ dị ugbu a, ụfọdụ ndị eze ndị Igbo akatọọla ụfọdụ ihe a na-ahụ n'etiti ndị eze ndị ụfọdụ bụ ndị dị n'ala Igbo. Anyị masị na abịa n'ala Igbo na onye ọbụla bụ onye eze adịghị anọ na mba achị ndị nke ya. Ya ka onye isi ndị eze niile n'Abia steeti bụ eze Ndubisi nwa bekee jiri kwuo sị na ụfọdụ ndị Igbo na-anatazi echichi na mba ọzọ na-abụghị ala Igbo, bụkwanụ nke ọ kọwara dịka ihe rụrụ arụ. Ya ka ha ji kpọkuo ndị eze na ndị ọzọ sị ka ha nwee ike hụ na ha kwanyere omenala ndị Igbo ugwu. Ha rụtụkwara aka na ihe gbasara okpu red nke ndị ụfọdụ na-ekpugharịsị. Ha kwuru sị na okpu red dịrị naanị ndị echiri echichi na ọ bụghị mmadụ niile na-ekpu ya. Ya ka ha ji gwa ndị eze niile nakwa ndị echiri echichi sị na ọ ga-adị mma na ha lebara ihe ndị anya, n'ihi na ụfọdụ ihe ndị a bụ ihe rụrụ arụ n'ala Igbo. Ha kwukwere sị na ọ dịghị mma onye na-enweghị echichi ọbụla echiri ya nakwa onye na-enweghị eze ọbụla ọ bụ ịdị na-ebugharị onwe ya na mba ndị ọzọ dịka onye eze. Ndị be anyị, unu ọnụkwara ka otu nwoke aha ya bụ Ayomide na Ogun steeti siri kụgide une ya bụ Nike ihe ma kụgbuo ya. Gịnị bụkwa na iwe? Emere ka anyị marasị na nne mụrụ nwa okorobịa gwara ya ka o kwekwela ka une ya gaa ememe ịgụ nwa aha nke nwanne ya nwaanyị. Mana dịka anyị nụrụ, nwaanyị a bịara kwuo sị na kemgbe ya lụrụ di ya na ọ bụ nne di ya na-atụ ihe niile na-eme n'ụlọ ha. Ya ka o ji nupụ isi na nke a wee gawa ya bụ ememe ịgụ nwa aha. Bụkwanụ mgbe ọ garuru ebe ahụ, oge gaa ọ kpọwazie di ya n'ekwentị ịkọwara ya sị na oge adịzi ka ya lọta. Ka ọ lọtazie ụbọchị echi ya ka di ya jiri nwụrụ ya kụgide ya ihe ma kụgbuo ya. Ọhaneze ndị be anyị, ka ọ dị ugbu a, ndị mpaghara azụ iyi okwu dị na Abakaliki dị n'Ebonyi steeti ejirile okwute tụgbuo otu nwoke aha ya bụ Prince Nwankwo-Agụ, bụ onye nke ha sị na ọ bụ onye nrụrụ aka. Emere ka anyị marasị na ya bụ Prince Nwankwo-Agụ ekweghị na ndị azụ iyi okwu ga-aṅụ mmiri tọgbọ iko kemgbe ọtụtụ oge. Ya ka ha jiri hụ ya chụgide ya ọsọ ma were okwute tụgbuo ya. Mana ka ọ dị, ndị uwe ojii emele ka marasị na ihe ndị obodo a mere bụ ihe ọjọọ. Igbo ndị ọma, na nchịkọta akụkọ anyị nke taa, anyị hụrụ ka ọkụ si repịa ngwaahịa ndị mmadụ n'ahịa Otukpo nke dị na Benue steeti. Kemgbe afọ a, nke a bụ ugboro abụọ ọkụ na-erepịa ngwaahịa ndị mmadụ n'ahịa ahụ. Mana ka ọ dị, gọvanọ nke steeti ahụ bụ Samuel Otom ekwuola sị na ha ga-eleba nke a anya ịhụ na ihe gbasara ọkụ agaghị emebi ngwaahịa ndị mmadụ n'ahịa ahụ ọzọ. ọha na eze ndị Igbo ndị ọma, ọ bụ ebe a ka anyị ga-achịkọta akụkọ anyị nke ụbọchị taa. Dịka Igbo kwuru, ka ụfọdụ fọ ka ofe ala fọ, ụbọchị nta ka anyị chụọ na Owere nchi. Chere anyị ụdị ugbu a izu na-abịa abịa maka akụkọ ndị dị ịgba anyị ga-ewetara unu n'asụsụ Igbo. Abụ m nwa ada Alozie Gladys Nzubechi, ọkọ akụkọ n'asụsụ Igbo. Ka emesịanụ.
Akwụrụ na-enyo gị, Chukwu akwụrụkwa na-enyo gị onye amara.
Akwụrụ na-enyo gị, Chukwu akwụrụkwa na-enyo ha onye mmeri.
Enwere m onye